All right. Hey, Gord, can you hear me? All right, cool. What's going on? Got off work early today, and I figured I'd do some water changes rather than having to do them tonight. The wife and kid is at the grocery store. They don't even know I'm here, so they'll be coming back eventually, and that'll be a good surprise for them on a Friday. Have you seen my tanks before, Gord? I don't remember. Yeah, those are some huge rainbows. These guys right here are large and in charge. They're old. I've had them for a long time. The Bosmanis are a little bit newer, but yeah, they're some big boys. Look at that mystery snail egg. Huh. Honestly, it looks like I don't know if this will zoom in on it, but it kind of looks like they're ready to hatch. I'll go toss those in a tank real quick. I just crushed that egg sac into my G'day tank. See if anything comes of them. No, this is actually it's either 60 or 65 tall. Hey, what's up, Kyle? Now, who are you saying has great black mollies? Jeff and Kyle, who? Yeah, I was gonna say if you're talking about Kyle from outside, those mollies actually came from me. And yes, they are a really good line of mollies that I've had for some time now. And I know Jeff Kane, he was actually reached out to me, and I'm going to be sending him some of my mollies as well, along with some L519s when they're ready to go. Oh, I didn't know Price Tag did live bears. I figured he was all cichlids from everything I've seen. All right, so I'm gonna start filling this one back up. That's probably good. I honestly, I mean, I really don't ever need to change the water in this thing. The plant mass coming out of the top of it. So I've got all these plants coming out of the top of it, and then the plant load in it. Um, I really don't need to ever change the water. I just kind of do because I know the plants like it. Now I got the water going back in. No, I don't know TM Aquatics. Doesn't sound familiar, but I'm more of a visual. Maybe if I saw his logo or something, I would recognize it. So everybody's been talking about the Seachem Safe. So I've been using Prime forever, and everybody keeps talking about this Seachem Safe and how it's You know, they're basically the same thing, but the powder form, and you can dose a lot more tanks with this. So I made the switch, and so far so good. Hey Patty, what's going on? Hey, thank you. Yeah, this is the big dining room tank. Got my mollies and my old rainbows in it. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff in here too. This is kind of a catch-all tank. A lot of plants. Over what 54 fish last time I counted. All various sizes. There's always something going on in this tank. Filling it back up with water, and once we're ready to go there, we'll go around to the other tanks and kind of change a little bit more water. If you guys got any questions about what I got going on, feel free to ask. I love talking about this stuff. I'm gonna take you off the stand here. So this Pathos is a queen marble. I freaking love this thing. It is an awesome, awesome Pathos. I'm starting to get like half and half kind of stuff going on, which I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, the that light there, yeah, is just providing extra light for these up top. So it's on like 9 hours a day. Um, what kind of moss are you seeing that's floating? This is all just dwarf water lettuce. Mixed. There's some frog in there somewhere. Maybe I pulled it all out of this tank. I might not have any frog bit left in this tank. But yeah, it's just water lettuce and duckweed. I've got some pearl weed over here that I just float, and this is usually where the mollies, uh, pop their fry out in. This little pearl weed bed over here. So yeah, I can tell one of these mollies is about ready to drop. I've noticed with my mollies, they get so they're all black fish, so you can really notice, any little changes in their skin or anything like that. There's the big male right there. So he's the only male I have in the tank. The other one has, so yeah, that one there. See how she's getting kind of patchy? But look how big she is. She, so I've noticed that the black mollies, they get kind of like that right before. You can see her little spot there underneath too. Right before they're about ready to drop their fry, they get kind of patchy like that. I don't know if it's stress or what, but it goes away. I've never worried about it. Yeah, these black neon tetras, I've had them for I don't know 6 years. They're getting pretty old. Every fish in this tank honestly is pretty old. Besides these purple harlequins, these regular harlequins, they're fairly new. These pearl danios aren't terribly old, but these long fin skirt tetras, they're pushing 7 years. Um, yeah, I mean everything in this tank has been up and running for, I mean, if you count the move, probably 10 years. The substrate is just, I mean, it's just a mess. Girls are home. The girls are home. You're live. What are you doing here? Got off work early. Done? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. So I'm just doing some water changes and figured I'd hop live and see if anybody wanted to watch. Got a few people in here. Where's Willow? Oh, okay. But yeah, I agree, Patty. I mean, that was my goal with this tank. Was to just, I mean, one, try to fit as many fish in here as I could, and then try and have, I don't know, like you said, just with so many different species of fish and different varieties of colors and things going on, it's just, I mean, you watch it and there, it's never a dull moment. I got a few different kinds of cories in here. There's green Aeneas. Those are pretty cool. There's some, ooh, there's one of the plecos. So I got a pair of common bristlenose plecos in here that I think the eggs or the male is sitting on some eggs. Yeah, there's a bronze back there. I think the male is sitting on a clutch of eggs right now, but them guys breed like crazy.
We're all set. I'm so.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull this out of here. We're all done with this tank. I'm gonna drain this water out of the Python real quick. This is the only tank that I use the Python on, just because it's so big. I don't feel like doing all those buckets, honestly. But otherwise, I'm pretty old school. I like doing buckets. It's a little more personable. I like being involved. The workout's good while I can do it, you know. So I honestly don't mind it. I've been doing it like this for a long time. Let me put this Python back, and we'll move to another tank. So yeah, everyone that's in here. Oh, I got my hand on the wrong side. I appreciate you stopping in. Let's go to the next tank here. The next couple of tanks. So here's my pond, and then down here I got the Gadaids and the rainbow shiners. They're floating around in there. Um, yeah, I've been really cool watching these guys. These are both brand new fish to me. Never kept them before. They're a lot of fun. First cold water fish I've had, so not that I really run heaters in any of my tanks until it gets colder out. Even then, if I can get away with not doing it, I don't. But I keep the house at 72 degrees, so I really don't find the need for the heaters. Let's see here. There we go. So I got this. If you guys can, here, let me take you off this tripod for a second. So last time I was talking about this. There we go. I was talking about this Bobitis Photilote, kind of dying off. So these two I got left, but I've got all kinds of new growth coming out of it now. So it must have just taken a little while to convert to my water, coming out of Tristan's RO water. And so yeah, I got new stuff of that Bobitis coming out of the water, which is really exciting. I like that stuff. That water lettuce is just huge. Yeah, eventually I gotta just take this thing out. I mean, the root mass on this is enormous. I think when I do take it out, I'm gonna do, a little short video on it just to see, you guys can see how big the root mass underneath that thing is. I mean, here's my hand. It's not a very good. This light is kind of in the way of it, but I mean, You know, it is a chunk. All right, so let me go get I'm gonna go get my pump. I'm gonna start pumping some water out of this. So in here I've got there's probably about 300 guppies in here, which are going to be gone either this weekend or next weekend. And I'm gonna be I'm leaning really hard on doing uh long fin white clouds in this pond. See if I can get those breeding. Those are really cool fish. I'm not a big fan of the long fin variety, but the white cloud long fins are just really pretty. I mean, they look really good. It doesn't look like they impede the movements of the fish either.
You take off work.
What's up, Rob? So yeah, I got this draining. Honestly, Gord, I don't know the pump that I use. It's in the water right now. When I pull it out, I'll look at it, see if there's any branding on it. But it was just a cheap, $10 eBay pump. See, I get this wild staghorn algae that just kind of grows on the on the outputs of this air filter. It's like beard hair. It's crazy. Um, all right, we're back. So, yeah, I got frogbit in here. The pond lily, which does really good in here. I'm constantly having to. There's some food from this morning. I'm constantly having to top those off. I got a massive pearl weed in here too. The whole bottom of this thing is more or less Siswasser tang that's growing down there. I mean, you'd never be able to. I got a ton of Java fern in there. I got one crypt that grows out of this corner. Guppy grass in there. But for the most part, this is a pretty wild tank. There the water's kind of coming, but you can see the mass like that rhizome on this Bolbitis kind of poking out of the water there. It is a chunk. So yeah, this Bolbitis is cool. I like it. There's another one coming out of the water there. There's a couple more. Yeah, a couple more coming out of the pearl weed there. So this is almost done. Got my I usually have two 5-gallon buckets with aged water uh, that I pull from. So really, the only tank that gets the safe is the big tank. This also has, this is where, this pond here is where all my cool shrimp go. So there's, I don't know, a ton of shrimp in this thing, all different colors, wilds, you name it. All right, so we're gonna pull that out and plug this. So yeah, there's really no name on this. It's a CH-010. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, it's a little 10-watt pump. Supposed to do 600 liters an hour. I don't know what that is in gallons. It's perfect for these smaller tanks. It's not too fast, not too crazy. Go ahead and pump that water back in there. If you guys hear the toilet flush, that's where this water's going. I'm not taking a dump or anything. So how's everybody's day going so far? It's Friday. Oh, sorry, Gord, I didn't see your question earlier about aging my water. Yes, I do. I do have two 5-gallon buckets that I always have aged water in that I can pull from. So I usually do 5 gallons on this pond. It's 23 gallons. So I do 5 gallons at a time on this, and then I've got a bunch of little tanks that I can just, one bucket pretty much does them all. I also change 5 gallons at a time on uh, the little Molly grow out tank, just because I'm dumping food in that like nobody's business. So yeah, let me take you guys down here while this is filling up. We can get a closer look at these guys. There's the Goodaids, Trout Goodaids, Iliodon furcidens. I think it's how you say it. But yeah, this tank has been up and running for maybe about a month now. There are some blue shrimp in here somewhere. Snails. I got snails in all my tank. I love snails. I have no issue with snails. They're welcome. But yeah, I can't wait for these guys to start breeding. It's gonna be really cool. These red plants in front, I forget what they're called. Those are some Stephen P plants. We got the members plant shipment. There's actually some I guess it would be submersed growth bulbitis Vitalote down there. I got another big old pond lily back here. So there's a big old pond lily. Finally starting to hit the top. This is just a cheap little $8 shop light from Menards that lights this one. I actually get purling out of these plants in here regularly. Usually towards the later end of the day, they'll start purling on me. No CO2. I don't run CO2 in any of my tanks. Hey, Willow, you're looking like a princess. You want to say hello? Oh, you got that from the store? Very nice. Yeah. Oh, cool. So I let this tank kind of some of the water evaporate more than I normally do. So I'm gonna add an extra gallon to this or so. Let's see what that gets me back up to my normal water level. There's no fish in there. That's a leaf. That's a leaf in there.
I like red today.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, after this fills up, I'll probably end this stream. I know Price Tag Joe is gonna be going live. Don't want to interfere with that. And the girls just got back from the store, so I'm gonna spend some time with them. I appreciate everybody stopping in here. I know my live streams aren't the coolest, but I'm getting better, more comfortable. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.